they bite?
They're wild animals, yeah.
And I really wiggle it like it was alive.
It doesn't look good at all.
They're just swamped.
Yeah, I'd say it's gonna be really scary.
Fix him up. Let him go. Can you just tell me what's going on? I wish I knew, honey.
Except it's not.
Well, that's good.
Last time on Eyewitness, everyone had a plan for Memorial Day weekend. Frances had 10 vet students from Davis to give her a hand.
I'm gonna get some to sea lions to be released. Okay, let's go. Let's get another one.
LZ and other volunteers took to the water to treat animals.
Was it 3 hooks? I lost count.
Yes.
While Marty went down to San Luis Obispo to check on the rescue site there. Suddenly, it all hit the fan.
There's animals all over out there that I'm getting calls on.
Dozens of seizuring sea lions started to strand, and they had a full-blown crisis on their hands.
Frances is up to her knees in blood, and it's Sunday here at the Marine Mammal Center.
A lot of the volunteers returning from the holiday weekend have no idea what's been going on.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. There are a whole lot more sea lions than there were last week. Holy cow.
I talked to Frances this morning, and we decided that we were going to deal with live animals this morning and save the dead ones for this afternoon. I think she's getting a little shell-shocked.
Nobody can give me exact numbers. Everybody's speculating. It looks as if some of the sea lions are getting better, while at least half are still in pretty bad shape.
It's just really...
I mean, I wonder if it's not necessarily the algae bloom that's causing what the animals are suffering from, but I'm wondering if the same thing that causes the animals to have a problem causes the algae bloom.
It seems like it's moving. I mean, because it's already, the amount of animals down in Slough is already diminished, basically. I think they got one animal today.
Did the necropsies you do yesterday help you find any extra information out? Or nothing more. Nothing more.
Blood samples have gone out to various labs. Some of the results are coming in, but it's still going to be weeks and weeks before there can be a proper assessment of what's going on.
Well, the good news is that some of the CSL females are potential releases because they're eating now.
It's
all that fluid
a lot of the fluids did a lot of good, yeah.
Marty, look at these guys. They're all better.
Not complete chaos. Mostly, not complete.
I think the people here really have come to enjoy the fact that Marty is always in a jokey mood, and I think it helps them get through some of the more difficult moments here.
This is Dave, and we have Dave and Tara and Tom.
Very good. Doing nice to meet you, David. How are you?
He's a pinniped biologist consultant all the way from the East Coast just to help us with our problem.
Throughout all of this, Frances has been calling marine experts to help her sort things out. As a result, Bill has come all the way from North Carolina to pitch in.
Dr. Terry Rolls was at our house over the weekend. We had a project we were working on. She's the national stranding, well, she's the director of the Marine Mammal Health and Stranding Response Program. And Frances, we were on the phone with her 4 times yesterday. And said, maybe we should just go around.
You got a whole armada of trucks there. My God. It's getting scary here. Too many. What do you mean one of them?
Yeah.
Can you go?
The little ones. Yeah, even this morning, one of them gave birth.
So last night, Pistachio had a baby, which is right behind me. I think it's wonderful that in all of this death and sickness, a little baby was born. Do you think that the baby is going to be all right, given that the mother...
I think its chances are really poor, actually. All the other fetuses so far have been dead, and we had a stillborn yesterday. So its chances are pretty poor. It's because the mother's had all these seizures, and it's probably got some degree of brain damage. But we'll see how it goes during the day. You never know.
Chances are that the pups are really bad off to begin with, even if they are born alive, just because they've been exposed to the same toxin as the females. So, as far as survival, the females have a better chance than the pups.
Because Pistachio is so sick, she hasn't suckled her pup, Husker, which is concerning Marty and Francis.
Has anyone seen it suckle?
No, I haven't. I was over there watching from a distance.
The next day, it looks as if the mother has just rejected the pup, and it's now at great risk.
And Husker isn't getting fed from its mother?
No, the decision was made to pull Husker away and completely hand rear him. Yeah. Just kind of unfortunate because hand rear pups are not good release candidates. So there is a home for Husker if we can get him up and eating and putting on weight. So that's good. But the primary mission is release, so that's always a disappointment. So once your decision is to hand raise it, you look for a home and you actually start being friendly with it, which would be kind of neat. You actually get to cuddle a little sea lion and stuff.
I had never held a sea lion before. We just don't do this.
Kelly becomes Husker's surrogate mom, but it's going to take a lot more than her love to save him.
Don't lose the washer!
Suction tip's too big.
Oh, you're auto mom today? So you're going to be Husker mom too?
Yep. Who never thought we'd have sea lion moms? Certainly not I.
He's so precious.
He's very cute.
Husker, the sea lion pup that's mother didn't want to nurse it, is being kept in the Harbor Seal ICU. So Husker makes you sad?
It makes me sad.
Why?
No, just because his mommy doesn't want him. Okay, I'm starting to cry.
Hey.
Because I did him, and I took him out because he pooped all over his towels and stuff. He's just really labor breathing, and his gums are really kind of like light pink, white, and
They're white.
See like a cat refill.
Yeah.
Really, so.
He's kind of with us.
Yeah, I mean he's responding to touch, which is more than he did earlier. But,
He's cold though, eh?
yeah.
Can I just sit with him on my lap until he warms up?
Sure. He's actually looking a little perkier. His eyes are actually opening. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
He's like non-releasable as far as we're concerned. So yeah, you can cuddle up to him.
Do you think we'll be able to find a home for him?
Oh, there's already
Really?
potential home.
God! I was so worried.
He'll be staying at the Headlands at my house. He's gonna be mine.
You can come
Pet
to
sea
my
lion.
house. I'll build a pool.
You know, I think every marine mammal veterinarian needs a pet sea lion.
I think so.
Don't you think?
Yeah. I had never held a sea lion before. We just don't do this. How does it feel? Oh, it feels good. They're so cute when they come in. It's so hard not to get attached to the ones that come in, that are really sick, that you see and go out for release, and they're really nippy. It's not like they let you hold them, but you want to hold them, especially when they're really sick.
I was holding Husker, the baby sea lion, and Marty came in, and it started to throw up, and then it started throwing up more and more and more, and Marty thinks that it got some in its lungs, and pretty quickly the situation turned very bad.
I saw one in your hand.
Oh, of the other vet techs, I don't even know how, but they arrived and they were running around like crazy doing everything, going in and out, slamming the doors, trying to find everything that they needed.
The suction tip's too big.
Yeah.
The tip's too big?
You're gonna have to find something different. What I
There's a red rubber catheter in here?
It seemed that a lot of the equipment wasn't working. It was the wrong size for this baby.
That's perfect.
This is the hardest thing I've had to see since I've been here.
Can I get a clean syringe to blood the cuff? Can we get another one of these, too?
Right there?
Yeah. No, I need a catheter.
One thing that I did notice was how quickly everyone responded and how quickly Marty switched from having a good time and chatting with me to trying to save this little baby's life.
You still have heartbeat? Someone wanted to drop about 40 milligrams of Lasix. Oh, look at that. Juvenile cataract.
Oh yeah.
Completely dilated. I think we're gone. He doesn't have any capacity to keep it going. I'm gonna euthanize him, you think, yeah? Okay. You alright? No. Sorry. We tried really hard though.
Oh, you did an amazing job.
Are you taking this one?
Up to necropsy. No. To run ice and see what was going on in the morning.
The aftermath of this epidemic is taking its toll. Not the greatest time to have the press showing up at the door.
Don't want to look too good.
Pretty nasty out here.
It was supposed to sprinkle today, and it hasn't stopped raining.
8:43 a.m. Tuesday. Francis, it's Ed Casano calling from the sanctuary. Thank you for your phone call. I contacted the Marine Mammal Centers from Santa Barbara South, sort of have them keep an eye on this. The Santa Barbara Center actually has seen something like this. I just sort of sent a little flag up.
All of the messages Francis sent out for help are starting to draw attention to this epidemic. Calls are coming in, and the media has started to show up as well.
Sometimes eyes kind of move in weird positions.
Does this seriously threaten the sea lion population?
It's really hard to tell. We're in the about a week of these guys coming in. We don't know how long it's going to continue.
Although it's annoying at times, this exposure has its benefits.
The biggest thing was the designation of this thing as an official event. Federal funds are then appropriated. Federal investigators are called in. First line of that was the bill that you've seen. And so they'll start covering some of our costs.
Don't want to look too good.
It's not going to make a lot of difference. It's out of your eyes.
The sick sea lions has turned into, it seems, a national story. The Today Show was here earlier, and it's just been really crazy. Having all these extra people, I think, is stressing out all the people that are trying to take care of the animals even more.
And the good news is the animals seem to be stabilizing. Experts tell me that the sickness appears just as quickly as it disappears.
Yeah, you must be feeling less discouraged.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like the total craziness of there's so much stuff to still do, but at least the animals are starting to respond, so that feels better.
What are you doing, Trina?
I was just about
Jesse, you're so cute, but I really would appreciate if I can follow you.
No, forget
I think that the challenge for everyone now on Wednesday, 6 days after the 6 sea lions started arriving, is just to keep going, because I know that the vet staff have been working flat out and nobody seems to have gotten a lot of sleep.
Okay, so is this a boy or girl?
A female.
It's a female, good, that's one thing.
Even though I know he must be wiped out, Marty's still taking
do
the
a
time to
physical
try to
exam. Tell me what
teach
you're doing.
Trina.
There's your animal. You got about less than 10 minutes because you got another 160 animals to look at. You're not going to get bitten, are you?
Nope.
Okay. She's lethargic and stuff, but she's not dead, so be careful.
Is there any better idea of what happened?
No, we still have the results back from the labs, and so it's pretty much going to be next week before we know anything from the labs.
It feels like it's in slow motion, you know, like you're in mud, kind of trudging along and going nowhere.
You might want to step outside. You're going to need to close the door too, because they're going to move in there.
The rain, the sea lions, the media are taking their toll, and everyone's patience is wearing thin, even with me.
How's it going, everyone? How's it going, Tara? You having fun yet? Yeah, are you glad you got this job?
It's wet.
It's sunny in New York.
Does a little red light mean you're filming?
I do.
The epidemic is winding down, but for Francis and Marty, this is the part they hate the most.
You know what needs to be done, just don't like doing it.
It's a mixture of good and bad today at the center. Good news is that it seems as if the seizuring epidemic is coming to an end. They're not picking up any more animals that have these symptoms, and there's a chance that the algae boom that might have affected the plankton and the sea life and the food chain might have abated. Bad news is that they have to euthanize a lot of the seizuring sea lions. They're just too far gone, and their brains have turned to mush. And this is Marty and Prince's least favorite job.
Marty? Chaos has been seizuring that continue all morning.
Chaos?
Yeah. It's just an upsetness right now, and I asked them to write it down. They said they have, and I looked at the thing, and she's been doing it all morning.
Oh, I noticed flour first.
Okay.
Flour,
I don't know if you
flour,
want
flour.
She's just like this now. A lot of people ask, how do you know an animal's in pain? And there's no simple answer to that. I mean, we don't know. You can interpret the signs in different ways. I think that wild animals are probably the hardest animals to interpret that in. I had people come up to me and say that sea lion's crying, and it's simply lacrimating, and that's a normal, well-hydrated sea lion. And you know, they don't bellow, they don't cry out. They often will just lie tucked up in a corner. And actually, all that they really do is not move, because moving hurts. And that often is interpreted by people as saying, oh look, he's better, he's sleeping.
As a wildlife veterinarian, you probably euthanize a lot more animals than a sort of private practitioner.
Why?
By the time animals come to us, they're in pretty bad shape generally. Most wild animals don't like to show that they're sick because it doesn't, well, they don't like to show that they're sick, so predators don't go after them, so the group doesn't leave them behind. So they tend to hide illnesses until they're really sick.
McGill, you're going to go to a better place, sweet boy.
How do you feel about the euthanasia?
Come on, McGill.
If the animal is dying and it's suffering, then I think the most humane thing to do is to end the suffering. And in that sense, we are far more advanced with animals than we are with people, aren't we?
Yeah.
What are you doing now? Making a list of the worst ones. For who? For Francis. For tomorrow. So so that's why you're in a bad mood. Not a hugely bad mood, just not wanting to. Well, it'd be nicer if they were gonna make it. You know what I mean? Despite the fact that a lot of animals really just don't make it, the times when an animal really overcomes some severe hurdles, I think gives a huge sense of satisfaction to the volunteers and the staff that works here, and that's probably why they keep coming.
Charlie is a success story. He came in really sick, and after months of hard work, he's ready to leave.
So tonight there's an Otter parents meeting, which is for everybody that's done shifts taking care of Charlie. They're going to meet with Marty and talk about Charlie's future.
What's that from?
If you don't talk to him, he seems to be more in his natural instinctive mode. If you're talking to him, he's easily distracted, I think, by human voice.
And it's really hard because it's a bad habit. I mean, we always talk when we do stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a hard
I think
habit
it's
to break.
critical with him, and just what I've done, I'm just experimenting with him, and also...
You're experimenting with the sea otter?
Yes. There.
Wow. Well, who fed him like 350 grams or something today?
This morning.
It's like incredible. I can't believe he can fit that in there. And he's like,
kept on eating.
Around.
Like 6 times.
Yeah. So, his plan is this. In 5 days' time, Monterey Bay Aquarium is going to give us a call and decide whether they have room for Charlie. If they have room for Charlie, it's our feeling that he's better off there. Because there is an animal of approximately his age class and weight that he can spend some time with and learn how to be a real sea otter.
Next time on Eyewitness. After coping with death and disease for so long, we get to see everyone's ultimate goal, returning animals to the ocean. For the last month, everyone's been working non-stop. Finally, they have the time to take a breath, and we get a chance to see what makes them tick.
It's embarrassing to say, but I think I got to pet a dolphin when I was 7 years old in Florida, and I decided I wanted to be a marine mammal person.
It's an emotional goodbye for the otter moms when Charlie leaves the nest.
We can't do this. I know, we got to put him back.